Ladies and gentlemen, war. I want you to hear me very clearly right now. Your life is about to change. I know this may sound bold, but let me explain why. You see, every moment holds the potential for transformation. Every thought you think, every choice you make, every feeling you experience is shaping the person you are becoming. The present moment is not just another passing moment, it is a gateway to the future you have been waiting for. And in the next 24 hours, the reality you've been living in could completely shift. Right now, you may be feeling stuck, uncertain, or even overwhelmed by the challenges you're facing. But here's the truth: you are not your past. The past, with its mistakes, regrets, and fears, is just a memory in your mind. It doesn't define you unless you allow it to. And the good news is that you have the power to change your story right now. In the next 24 hours, something extraordinary can happen. You can tap into a part of yourself that you may have never realized was there, the part of you that is limitless, creative, and capable of incredible transformation. This is not about waiting for external circumstances to change. This is about realizing that you are the creator of your own life. Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, they are the forces that shape the reality you experience. And if you change the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act, everything around you can begin to shift. What if right now you chose to let go of the doubts and fears that have held you back? What if you decided in this very moment to shift your energy from limitation to possibility? What if you embrace the idea that anything is possible? You have the ability to program your mind for success, to align your emotions with the life you desire, and to step into a future where you are in full control. This isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. The moment is now. In the next 24 hours, you can take one small action that changes the course of your life. It could be the decision to finally heal from a past wound. It could be the commitment to stop settling for less than you deserve. It could be the courage to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. And here's the secret: the universe is always responding to your energy. When you align your thoughts and emotions with what you truly want, the doors you've been waiting for begin to open. People, opportunities, resources, you will begin to attract everything you need to move forward. So I invite you to step into the next 24 hours with intention, with power, and with the belief that your life is about to shift. What will you choose? What will you choose? What will you create? Because the truth is, your future is in your hands and it starts right now. Your life is about to change forever. Transformation begins within you. It's a profound shift in how you perceive yourself and the world around you. It starts with a realization the life you're living right now is the result of the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs you've held up until this moment. Everything you have experienced is a reflection of your past energy. But here's the power you have: you are not bound by your past. You are not confined to the identity you have built for yourself up until now. You have the ability to change, to evolve, and to create something entirely new. The process of transformation requires a shift in consciousness. It begins with a decision, a choice to no longer accept your current limitations as truth. You start to recognize that your old patterns, whether in relationships, in your career, or in your inner dialogue, are not set in stone. They are simply the result of repetitive thoughts and actions. Transformation happens when you decide to break free from these patterns and create a new way of being. This shift begins with self-awareness. To transform, you must first observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. When you become aware of the beliefs that have been holding you back, you gain the power to change them. This is where true transformation happens: when you realize you are the creator of your reality. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance and start seeing yourself as the architect of your own life. Transformation also requires letting go. You must release the old, limiting beliefs and attachments that are keeping you stuck. Whether it's fear, resentment, or self-doubt, these emotional blockages create resistance to your growth. When you let go of the past, you open up space for new possibilities to flow into your life. The path of transformation is not always easy. It can be uncomfortable at times because growth often requires moving beyond your comfort zone. But it's in this discomfort that the most profound change occurs. By embracing the process of transformation, you begin to live a life that is aligned with your true potential, one that is fulfilling, authentic, and empowering. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the belief that you can transform. Alignment is the key to living a life that feels authentic, purposeful, and fulfilling. It's about harmonizing your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your deepest values, desires, and truths. When you are in alignment, everything feels right. Your decisions are clear, your energy is focused, and your actions flow effortlessly. You stop fighting against the current of life and instead start to move with it. Alignment is not something that happens by accident. It requires intentionality, awareness, and the courage to live in accordance with who you truly are. Many of us spend years of our lives out of alignment, chasing external success or trying to meet the expectations of others. We follow paths that don't resonate with our authentic self, and we often find ourselves feeling disconnected, unsatisfied, or lost. This disconnection creates an internal conflict, a gap between who we are and who we're trying to be. The tension between these two versions of ourselves causes stress, confusion, and frustration. But when we align ourselves with our true values, desires, and potential, that internal conflict dissolves. The process of alignment starts with self-awareness. You must be willing to examine your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. What beliefs are driving your decisions? Are your actions in alignment with your goals? Do your thoughts reflect the person you want to become? By being honest with yourself, you can identify areas where you're out of alignment and then take the necessary steps to realign your life. This could mean letting go of unhealthy habits, people, or environments that are no longer serving you. Alignment also means learning to trust your intuition. It's about tuning into the subtle guidance within you, the voice that knows your truth even when your mind is clouded by doubt or fear. When you trust yourself and make decisions from this place of inner knowing, you align with your highest potential. It's a process of letting go of external validation and trusting that you have the wisdom within to lead your life. Living in alignment brings a sense of peace, clarity, and power. It's a state where you can fully express who you are and live a life that feels true to you. Empowerment is the realization that you hold the power to shape your own life. It is about recognizing that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a creator of your reality. Many of us go through life feeling powerless, as though we are at the mercy of the world around us. We may blame our past, our environment, or the people in our lives for the way we feel, but true empowerment comes from within. It begins with the understanding that we have control over our thoughts, our emotions, and ultimately the actions we take. Empowerment is about taking responsibility for your life and recognizing that you have the strength and capability to change, grow, and move forward. To be empowered, you must first acknowledge your own worth. Often we hold on to limiting beliefs that tell us we're not good enough, not deserving, or not capable of achieving our dreams. These beliefs are not truths, they are simply stories we have internalized over time. Empowerment means challenging these stories and replacing them with truths that reflect your true potential. It is about seeing yourself as worthy of success, love, happiness, and everything else you desire. When you embrace your own worth, you begin to act in ways that reflect that belief, and your life starts to shift in response. Empowerment also involves setting boundaries and standing up for yourself. It's about learning to say no when something doesn't align with your values or when something drains your energy. It means taking the time to prioritize your own well-being and making choices that honor your needs. When you empower yourself, you stop seeking external approval and begin making decisions that reflect your inner truth. You trust yourself to make the right choices, and you take ownership of your decisions without guilt or hesitation. True empowerment comes when you start taking consistent action toward the life you desire. It means letting go of fear and doubt and stepping into the unknown with confidence. When you choose empowerment, you stop waiting for someone or something outside of you to change. You realize that the power to create change is already within you. By taking responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you unlock your full potential and begin to live a life that is in alignment with your deepest desires. Abundance is not just about material wealth or external success. It is a mindset that recognizes there is more than enough for everyone. It is the understanding that the universe is rich with limitless possibilities, resources, and opportunities. When you cultivate an abundance mindset, you begin to see the world through a lens of possibility instead of scarcity. You stop focusing on what you lack, and instead you become deeply aware of everything you already have. This shift in perception opens the door to new opportunities and experiences because you are no longer confined by the fear of not having enough or being enough. Living with an abundance mindset means recognizing that success, love, joy, and prosperity are not finite resources reserved for a select few. They are available to everyone, and your ability to attract them into your life is directly tied to your mindset. The more you believe that abundance is your natural state, the more you begin to see it reflected in your life. You stop competing with others or feeling threatened by their success, because you know that their achievements do not take away from your own potential. Instead, you celebrate their success and allow it to inspire you to reach higher. Abundance is also about gratitude. The more grateful you are for what you already have, the more you open yourself up to receive even more. Gratitude shifts your energy from a state of lack to a state of appreciation, and this positive energy attracts more of what you desire into your life. When you focus on what is good and abundant in your life, you naturally attract more of the same. This mindset not only helps you cultivate wealth in all areas of life, but it also fosters deeper connections with others, a greater sense of peace, and an overall feeling of fulfillment. When you live with abundance, you stop measuring your worth by what you have or don't have. Instead, you align with the flow of life, trusting that everything you need is already on its way. Abundance is not just a dream or a wish, it is a way of being that transforms your reality. By shifting your thoughts and energy towards abundance, you invite it into your life and allow it to multiply. Self-love is the foundation of a fulfilling and balanced life. It is the practice of nurturing and accepting yourself unconditionally, regardless of external circumstances or past experiences. When you love yourself, you recognize your inherent worth, and you stop seeking validation or approval from others. Self-love is not a selfish act, rather, it is an essential practice that allows you to show up fully in the world. Without self-love, we often find ourselves in unhealthy relationships, making choices that don't serve our highest good, and neglecting our own needs for the sake of others. When you truly love yourself, you set healthy boundaries, make choices that align with your values, and prioritize your well-being. The path to self-love begins with self-acceptance. This means embracing who you are, flaws and all, without judgment or criticism. We all have parts of ourselves that we may not love or understand, but self-love requires that we honor these aspects of our being. It's about seeing yourself as a whole, complete person, not defined by your mistakes or imperfections. Instead of focusing on what you think is lacking, you begin to appreciate your strengths, talents, and unique qualities. When you accept yourself fully, you stop trying to change for others and begin living in alignment with your own truth. Self-love also means being compassionate with yourself, especially during difficult times. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things don't go as planned or when you face failure, but true self-love means showing up with kindness and patience. You understand that mistakes are part of the learning process and that you are deserving of forgiveness and grace. Instead of criticizing yourself, you choose to speak to yourself as you would speak to a friend, with encouragement, support, and understanding. As you deepen your practice of self-love, you begin to recognize your power. You start making decisions that honor your worth and trust that you are capable of creating the life you desire. Self-love shifts your internal dialogue from one of doubt and fear to one of confidence and possibility. It allows you to walk through the world with a sense of peace, knowing that you are enough just as you are. Healing is a powerful and transformative journey, one that allows you to release the emotional baggage, limiting beliefs, and past traumas that have shaped the way you experience the world. Often we carry wounds, sometimes invisible to others, that affect our relationships, our careers, and even our sense of self-worth. These emotional wounds can create patterns that keep us stuck, preventing us from living fully and authentically. Healing is the process of breaking free from these patterns, reclaiming your power, and reconnecting with the truest version of yourself. The first step in healing is awareness. You must be willing to confront the pain and discomfort that you've been avoiding, whether it's from past trauma, unmet needs, or old emotional scars. Acknowledging these wounds is not about reliving the past, it's about bringing them into the light so that you can release them. Often we try to bury our pain, hoping it will go away, but healing can only happen when we allow ourselves to feel, process, and ultimately let go of the emotions tied to those wounds. Healing also involves forgiveness, not just of others, but of yourself. Many of us hold on to guilt or shame for things we have done or for what we believe we should have done differently. These feelings can keep us trapped in the past, preventing us from moving forward. Forgiveness is not about excusing past actions, but about releasing the grip that these emotions have on your present. When you forgive, you free yourself from the burden of resentment, allowing space for peace and self-compassion to enter your life. Another key aspect of healing is self-compassion. It's about learning to be gentle with yourself as you navigate the ups and downs of life. Rather than being your own harshest critic, you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during moments of struggle. This compassion allows you to move through the healing process with greater ease, knowing that you are deserving of love, care, and respect no matter what has happened in your past. As you heal, you start to release the stories and beliefs that have kept you stuck, and you begin to step into a future filled with possibility and empowerment. Wholeness is the state of being fully integrated and at peace with all aspects of yourself. It's about acknowledging and embracing every part of who you are, your strengths, your vulnerabilities, your joys, and your struggles. Many of us spend years trying to fix ourselves, focusing on what we think is missing or broken, but the truth is, we are already whole. The process of becoming whole begins with recognizing that you are not defined by your past mistakes, your fears, or your perceived shortcomings. Wholeness comes when you accept every part of yourself, including the parts you may have ignored, suppressed, or been ashamed of. At the core of wholeness is self-acceptance. It's the deep understanding that you are enough just as you are. When you accept yourself, you stop seeking approval or validation from others. You no longer feel the need to prove your worth. You recognize that your value is inherent, and that you don't need to be perfect to be whole. This acceptance frees you to live authentically without the constant pressure to live up to external expectations or to hide parts of yourself that don't fit the idealized image you may have created. Wholeness also involves healing, especially from past wounds and trauma. It's about letting go of the emotional baggage you've been carrying and finding peace with the past. Healing allows you to integrate the experiences that once caused you pain, transforming them into valuable lessons that contribute to your growth. By healing, you become more aligned with who you truly are, not who you were conditioned to be. This process requires you to face your fears, acknowledge your insecurities, and love the parts of yourself that you may have once rejected. Living in wholeness means living from a place of balance and harmony. It's about recognizing that life is not about perfection, but about embracing all the different facets of your being. When you are whole, you are not fragmented or disconnected, you are integrated, aligned, and in a constant state of growth. This internal alignment creates a sense of peace and power that radiates outward, allowing you to live with confidence, authenticity, and purpose. Your frequency is the energetic vibration that you are emitting into the world at every moment. It's the energy that influences how you experience life and how life responds to you. This frequency is not fixed, it is constantly changing based on your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions. Everything in the universe operates on energy. And just like everything around you, you are also vibrating at a certain frequency. When you align yourself with high-frequency emotions like love, gratitude, and joy, you elevate your vibration and attract experiences that match this elevated energy. On the other hand, when you are stuck in low-frequency states such as fear, anger, or anxiety, you draw on experiences that reflect these lower energies. The beauty of understanding your frequency is that you have the power to change it at any moment. The thoughts you think and the emotions you feel are powerful forces that directly impact your vibrational state. When you focus on negative thoughts or dwell on past hurts, your energy becomes dense and heavy, making it harder to attract positive experiences. But when you shift your focus to positive, empowering thoughts, your frequency rises. It's important to recognize that you have the ability to choose your emotional state. No matter what is happening externally, you can control how you react and the energy you put into the world. Raising your frequency involves choosing to live from a place of love and gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can embody because it opens you up to abundance and attracts more of what you are thankful for into your life. By consciously practicing gratitude, you elevate your vibration and begin to see the world through a lens of abundance rather than lack. Similarly, when you operate from a place of love, whether it's love for yourself, for others, or for life itself, you tap into a frequency that is in alignment with your highest potential. In essence, your frequency is a reflection of your inner state. The more you focus on cultivating positive, high vibrational thoughts and emotions, the more you will begin to experience a life that mirrors this positive energy. You are not just a passive recipient of the world around you, you are an active creator, and your frequency shapes your reality. Personal growth is a lifelong journey of becoming the best version of yourself. It is the conscious decision to continually evolve mentally, emotionally, and spiritually so that you can live a life that is aligned with your highest potential. Personal growth doesn't happen by accident. It requires intention, self-reflection, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. Growth is often uncomfortable because it challenges the parts of you that are resistant to change, but this discomfort is a necessary part of the process. It is the growing pains that signal you are stretching beyond your current limitations and expanding into new possibilities. One of the most important aspects of personal growth is self-awareness. You cannot grow if you are not aware of where you are starting from. Self-awareness allows you to recognize the beliefs, habits, and thought patterns that are holding you back. It gives you the ability to objectively assess your current circumstances and make conscious choices about where you want to go. This awareness is the first step toward change because it empowers you to take responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming external circumstances or other people, you start to realize that you have the power to change your situation by changing yourself. Personal growth also requires the ability to embrace failure as part of the learning process. So often we avoid failure because we are afraid of the pain or embarrassment it may cause. However, failure is an essential teacher. It provides valuable lessons that help you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When you can shift your perspective and see failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback, you open yourself up to greater opportunities for growth. Personal growth also involves letting go of the need for external validation. It's about finding confidence within yourself rather than relying on others' approval. By trusting in your own abilities and intuition, you develop a sense of inner security that allows you to move forward with greater courage and conviction. Through continuous growth, you build a life that reflects your true purpose, creating a sense of fulfillment and peace that comes from within. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today. Every decision, every action, and every thought you have creates a ripple effect that influences the course of your life. Often we find ourselves stuck in patterns, repeating the same behaviors, thinking the same thoughts, and staying within the boundaries of comfort we've created. We assume that tomorrow will look like today, but the truth is, you are always one choice away from a different life. The moment you decide to break free from your old patterns and make different choices is the moment you begin to step into the future you desire. It starts with the awareness that you have the power to change. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the belief that you can create it. When you truly realize this power, you begin to make decisions that align with your highest potential rather than reacting to life from a place of fear or limitation. Each choice becomes an opportunity to realign with the person you want to become, to step into the life that reflects your true desires and purpose. Change often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. It means facing the unknown and embracing uncertainty. Growth doesn't happen in a place of certainty, it happens in the stretch, the discomfort, and the risk-taking. Whether it's pursuing a new career, moving to a new place, or having a difficult conversation, taking action toward what you want often involves overcoming fear and doubt. The more you make choices from a place of trust in yourself, the more you strengthen your ability to handle challenges and make decisions that align with your vision for your life. Your future is not a distant reality, it is being created in the present moment. Every thought you think, every action you take, and every feeling you cultivate adds to the life you are building. The future is not something that happens to you, it is something you create. The choice is yours. Will you continue living from the habits and beliefs of the past, or will you take charge of your destiny and create a future that is a true reflection of who you are meant to be? The power to transform your life is in your hands right now.